Hello, everyone. Super excited to have you all here in my talk. And today I'm going to cover one of the I would say critical pieces, one of the most critical pieces in this AI development. So evaluation. I'm going to introduce you a novel approach about evaluation, which is more than evaluation. I call it Eval plus plus. I think you have seen that uh, in the presentation itself, in the topic of this presentation. So maybe I'll go ahead and then share my screen, and then the agenda will be the following. We will go through the presentation, 10 minutes I'll spend on that. Happy to answer any questions you may have during the presentation. Feel free to drop those questions in the chat. And then I'll do a real demo, and then we will start doing some Q&A. Let me share my screen. Okay, I assume you see this screen. Everyone can see this screen, and let's do this. Okay, cool. So yeah, again, hi everyone. I'm Chinar. I'm running Feedback Intelligence now. Before Feedback Intelligence, I have been doing AI for more than 10 years. I started my career from applied mathematics and informatics, then did 2 masters in information technologies, computer science. My PhD was machine learning in healthcare. And in total, I have delivered more than 10 AI solutions from A to Z, like from data collection, data preparation, model building, model deployment in production, and then maintenance. So with this, I know every step of AI development pipeline, from data collection, curation, and then preparation, what kind of labeling tools to use, how to label it with human annotators, and then how to build a model. Before it was all about like small models. We were like changing the architecture, we were doing training. Nowadays, it's all about using LLM APIs, and then putting that in production, understanding how it is being used, what are the gaps, and how we can make it better over time, like maintenance. So while doing this all stuff in AI, in different applications like drones, satellites, surveillance cameras, also healthcare, one of the problems that I had as an engineer was the following: how can I know whether this AI output that I have deployed in production is aligned with user needs and expectations? So this was a high-level problem for me, and I was feeling that feedback loop was broken, and I see that it's still broken at the moment. And because of that broken feedback loop, it's hard to optimize, make better those LLM or AI systems over time. So one of the problems that I'm seeing at the moment with this AI development, while speaking to hundreds of experts from growth to enterprise companies, it's like they do evaluation properly, but it is not sufficient. It is important, but it is not sufficient to make sure that AI systems are working properly after they deploy it in production. This is as a context for you. Now, before just going into the technical details about this problem, I always use this simple analogy about baking a cake. So imagine you are baking a cake, you have all the ingredients measured properly, and the oven temperature was great, everything was perfect, and you have this cake, very beautiful, but you never tasted it, and also you never had any feedback from your customers. How do they like it? Do they like chocolate cake, or sweet or strawberry cake, what they like it, or how they like it. So this is kind of what's happening in this AI or LLM product development. Let's say you are building a Copilot, AI assistant, or any LLM application, and you have very good benchmarks at pre-production. But the missing part is that real feedback from your real users, real world users, to make that product, that agent better. So what most teams are doing at the moment, we know all these evaluation tools, right? From Ragas, Truance, OpenAI has some Eval, Eval like metrics, or any other evaluation tools. And these tools give as a framework or environment to do scoring, general scoring of that developed LLM product to understand the obvious failures or score the output or just have high-level understanding of your product. But here's the problem. They mostly work, these scores mostly work offline. You score the model on curated prompts or use human annotators to say if an answer was helpful or not. But your user actually knows the best about the problem they have and what they want. And it's like checking a restaurant by how clean the kitchen is useful, but doesn't tell you if the food actually tastes good or not. So this is kind of what's happening at the moment with these all LLM products. And what we are seeing, successful products in production are those that have really robust feedback loop. And this evaluation, this offline evaluation, never measures the product success. As a data scientist, we are used to measure it, like to measure relevancy, to measure accuracy, all of that. Benchmarks say great, but those benchmarks never say how your users are using this product, what questions they ask, how often do they rephrase their questions. Are there any specific topics, questions that they are stuck, or those questions are gaining traction? So with this, what we are seeing in the market with all these like AI teams, they ship copilots that score 9 out of 10 on their internal evals, but still they get terrible retention from users. No one is using, or if they are using, they say like, oh, this is useless. This doesn't give me any relevant output. And because those evals do not measure frustration, trust, or intention mismatch, we are just stuck knowing what's going well, what's going wrong. We expect our users to give us like thumbs up, thumbs down, but this is too binary. And one of the examples I have seen recently is that a chatbot got high marks on relevancy, but real users kept rephrasing their questions like 3 to 4 times. And this shows that the model was correct by benchmark standards, but it was missing the point entirely. So with this, the missing part is to measure the success of LLM product, any AI system, in the context of your user needs and expectations. In order to do that, what do we need? We need this new thing that we have been working, and we see in the market a couple of other solutions similar, Eval++, which is like evaluation plus feedback loop. So what is this? It's a simple idea, combine evaluation with actual user feedback, especially the stuff users do not say directly. It's not only about thumbs up, thumbs down, but user implicit feedback, all the emotions that they have while they are using the product, the way how they ask, what kind of prompts, topics, all that information is critical to make evaluation better, to make the product better. And with this, I want to keep this super direct, that we are not throwing out these eval tools at all. Like, of course, we need this evaluation, offline evaluation, definitely. But we also need to close this feedback loop, real feedback loop, to be able to have successful AI systems in production. As I mentioned, so this feedback loop, getting information from your users, asking them, are they happy with the solution that they are using, why they are happy, why they are unhappy, is not about this old school feedback collection mechanism, like thumbs up, thumbs down, surveys. We are used to do this for traditional software, but no user has any incentive to give that thumbs up, thumbs down, or even they give, like, as a data scientist, as a data analyst, we don't have time to go over all these thumbs up, thumbs down and analyze it. We need something more so binary signal doesn't tell the root cause of why you are happy or why you are unhappy. So with this, most feedback is silent, and we call it implicit feedback. And that implicit feedback is like dropping off halfway through flow, clicking dismiss on your AI copilot, overriding the suggestion with their own input, or these are all like gold mines if you are literally listening, if you are checking and understanding those all signals. So basically, this is the missing piece in this feedback loop. Eval plus idea. Now I want to show you a real example on how this works, how you can implement something like this if you have any LLM product at the moment that you are thinking to put that in production, or it's already in production. Let me share this tab. Yeah, so at Feedback Intelligence, we the name already tells what is it about. So we unlock this implicit feedback. You basically can log in at platform.feedbackintelligence.ai, and first thing you will see is this dashboard. This is the version 1 we launched recently, but we are working on the version 1.5. We will launch that very soon. So what you can do, you can just create a project, name the project with the LLM product you have in production, like AI Copilot or an agent, describe it, what is it about, and then you basically need to connect that interaction data with the metadata that you are collecting while your customers are interacting with that LLM product with this product. It's super simple. Through SDK or API, you can plug in that. And after doing that, you will see a project created here. I have a couple of private examples here. Those are our customers' examples, but I'll go over this Helpstead public project. In fact, if you log in, sign up, you will see this project. Everyone has access to this project. The first thing that you see here, one more information, Helpstead is a well-known data set available on Hugging Face. It's a general data set, Q&A data set, and we run our benchmarks on this. So first thing that you see here is the intent identified, discovered, and categorized on the fly. Basically, a bunch of thousands of interaction data is being processed by our algorithm that we have developed. And then we show what kind of intentions users have. And then we also qualify and quantify the output of LLM product, AI system, in the context of that conversation. Do they do any paraphrases? How often this specific intent is appearing in the conversation? Is there any error, meaning user is unhappy with the output, and why it is happening? For example, this one, if we click on this, we will see specific chat under this intent. error rate, and then number of interactions, and then we'll go into this specific like interaction, drill down into a conversation itself. And also we have here option to see what's going on, what kind of metrics are calculated over this specific interaction. So we see that this intent is unmet. The issue behind that is misaligned with user intent, and then sentiment of query and response, a couple of other general metrics that we have here already implemented. One of the cool things about this product is that you can define your own metrics in plain English, metrics or rule, and you can categorize or segment the interactions over time based on those rules that you care about as a success metrics for your LLM product. Let's say you have a mental health companion and you care about empathy, because that's what actually measures the success of your LLM product when your users are using it. And then one of the other things that we have developed here, you can see the issues automatically categorized here when things go wrong, when your users are unhappy, when their intent is unmet. So type of issues, general type of issues are here listed. Again, you are able to define your own custom issue. You will see interactions according to this specific issue listed here. And then you can go down, you see those old chat interactions and everything. While doing this, as a data scientist, the next step for you is making the product better, right? So what we enable here within this platform, you directly can save these specific examples that you care about. You see that higher rate or impact score or specific type of issue or metrics that you need to save for further analysis. You can save that and it will be saved in this dataset module. Here you will see saved, curated, filtered examples from the interaction. Millions of interactions happening every day. And after having this, one of other modules we have developed within this product, what you can do, you can augment specific data examples by certain issue type or metrics. Let's say you want to augment this. This one is like, yeah, I have filtered examples of interactions where the response is out of context. And here, what I can basically do, I can just augment that by and select the type by what? Augment by misalignment with user intent or out of context responses. This means that all the patterns that are identified during the interaction will be introduced to augment these 6 examples as a base and get more examples similar to the one that you have curated for further analysis. You can use this for fine-tuning purposes, or you can use this for your evaluation purposes. So at offline, you can just calculate your metrics that you have had calculated over these more examples and have more representative data set. Basically, this is the high-level product demo, and also what's missing in this AI system development and putting that in production. Definitely, while speaking all like companies, we see that in order to make AI actually useful for users, it is critical to understand your user behavior and needs, expectations properly. Like that's very valuable insight signal that you just need to unlock. And while doing that, you will be able to make your eval better. You will be able to have a product that is literally aligned with your user needs and expectations, rather than it's great at eval offline benchmarks. I think I'll pause here and then let's spend just 10 minutes for Q&A or any questions around how this works or how you can implement. I will have also here, if you have something similar implemented internally, I would love to trade insights, know what you are doing and why you have done that. Let me see if there is anything here. I don't see any questions here. Seems everyone is happy and they don't have any questions. Okay. They say that, can we implement RL instead of human in the loop? If I understood this question correctly, so reinforcement learning is being done at weight level, right? So when you implement reinforcement learning, what you expect to change the weights during the production when users are using it. So with this this product, the concept that I was presenting is not for changing the weight in real time, but it is more at application level. Imagine you are using Claude ChatGPT and you just did prompt engineering and you need to get your users' feedback to make your prompts better. That's how it works. So yes, you can implement RL instead of human in the loop. Definitely, you can use these signals and then go back and change weights, but you cannot do this directly in the product. If I answer to your question correctly. Anything else here? I think as there is no any question, maybe I'll just drop some links here. Feel free to drop me a line if you have any other questions after this this presentation. So here is my LinkedIn. Let me just drop in the chat. I think everyone can see this, right? Or I have to do this in this Q&A. Let me just put this way. This is my LinkedIn. Also, you can easily sign in at the platform that feedbackintelligence.ai. We have docs. It's well explained. Happy to answer any questions you might have while interacting with that. Great. I think this is it, right? We still have some 5 minutes, I think. But what we can do, we can just finish with this, and then I'm looking forward to having your questions and connecting with you and learning from you if you are building something with LLMs. Thank you so much.